How's it going, everyone? Roll On Gaming is back, and yes, your eyes do not deceive you. Before you is a box of Secrets of Power. Thanks so much to the team over at FFG and community manager Jack for hooking us up with some early product that we are going to open for you guys. I am joined, as always, by my co-host and my brother Corwin. And Corwin, it's finally here. Secrets of Power.
Yeah, we're here. We're almost at release weekend. Excited to do some pre-releases too.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this box, we're going to open it, we're going to see what's inside, and then see if we can't build an exciting deck out of one half of the box each, and maybe get some gameplay in while we're at it. But we got to see what's in there, so we're going to go ahead and, without further ado, crack this bad boy open. Really looking forward to this set, especially trying to see, I'll be honest, I'm curious to see your thoughts on this, Corwin, but how effective disclose and sort of going wide with officials is going to be. But we can talk about that while we open some packs. Which side of the box do you want?
I mean, this one's closer to me. So.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go ahead and grab that stack. I'll grab my stack, and away we go. So we know that plot's probably going to be something that's pretty impactful. As we'll go ahead and set this off to the side here. We know that plot's going to be something that's pretty impactful, but really interested to see what the disclose mechanic can do, what the spread of spies and officials can do.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's see what we get in our first packs here. But where do you land on this?
On the new mechanics? I mean,
Yeah.
I there's some pretty interesting stuff in there for sure. And some of the disclosed costs, I think, are not necessarily a slam dunk. Some of them are easy to fulfill, some of them not so much. So for the ones that aren't, obviously having a bigger payoff, I think just being able to trigger an effect in a game without spending resources or taking actions can potentially be a pretty powerful thing to do.
Yeah. Well, speaking of spending resources, your first leader of Secrets of Power is Jabba the Hutt, which has an action ability that costs a resource. Mine is Mon Mothma, so no telling if these are going to be the leaders we have to stick to through the whole set, but
Sneaky ability though on Jabba.
really, really good.
Definitely don't want to sleep on this.
Really good. All right, so let's start going through here. We're not going to spend a ton of time on every single card, but I am going to start sorting these because I'm going to have to build a deck at some point. And just talk about some of our favorite cards that we see. Love the Gaunt Power Droid first and foremost.
Yeah, what's that one's getting all the hype. What's up with that?
The Gaunt can essentially provide you with a Alliance Dispatcher effect, except it's on attack instead of having to exhaust. So you're still getting 1 damage out of the deal there. But yeah, that one. Looking forward to putting that in this sort of any kind of ramp deck, really. Piet's going to love the Gaunt Power Droid. Actually, I'm going to take these bases and put them over here because I'm not going to need them a ton. There's a Slime War, speaking of plot. Oh, and that's a pretty hot start with a Hyperspace Bo-Katan Kryze.
Oh, she's a legendary,
which
right?
we love to see. No, that's a rare.
Oh, it's a rare. Okay.
Believe it or not. But still a really nice one to get. I know our buddy Aaron...
What are your thoughts on this card, Kevin? The Wrong Ride. Seems pretty good to
it does seem pretty strong.
Resources.
Yeah, you know what that seems like? It seems like it's going to be annoying, is what it seems like.
Just like everything yellow.
Yeah, exactly. So we're already seeing some of the differences between you and me in that you put your villains on the top and your heroes in the middle, whereas I put my neutrals in the middle and then flank them on either side with hero and villain. This card, Fully Armed and Operational, is one I'm really excited about. Essentially being a timely intervention after somebody hits base and being able to do that with plot.
Yeah.
Seems kind of scary. We'll do the showcase check. No, but there's a Hyperspace leader here, which is... Oh, look, it's Jabba the Hutt. How about
Speaking of Jabba. And speaking of Slime War.
All right. Well, Slime War is actually one of the cooler looking showcases that we've seen so far.
Good looking showcase for sure.
Love the Death Troopers in the art there. Emissary Sheathopede is an interesting neutral because it's a 2/4 in space for 2, which I like. But having each opponent ready a resource when it's defeated is something that's a little bit scary. So, ISB Agent, of course, reprinted in this set. Get some villains here.
I think one of the biggest questions for me heading into Secrets of Power is how the plot cards will shape the meta, if at all. Because as we've discussed in some of our previous episodes, a lot of them seem to be overcosted. But at the same time, there are a couple of them that combined with other effects the game is already presenting can actually be quite worth it. Like here, case in point.
Like Cinta. I was just about to say. Cinta
right on cue.
Is seems appropriately costed.
Yeah. She's going to be in a lot of decks, I think.
Yeah, and including probably whatever deck you build out of this lot, so I'm not super excited to see that. I did get the first legendary of the box, which is Nemic's Manifesto.
Oh.
Not super sold on how well that card is going to be utilized, but it's at very least it's one for a 1/1 that can potentially do some damage. So,
I mean, I think it's a good card.
Yeah,
being able to give a little bit of an extra body plus do some damage to units on defeat.
We'll set that over here.
Ooh, two rebel propagandists in one pack.
Okay, you're just spouting propaganda at this point. Let's see how it is. All right, so 2 packs down. We're still on the hunt for some more cards to make something spicy. There's a C-3PO, speaking of spicy. I do love the hyperspace experience and the spies and everything.
Ooh, this one's going to be a hot pack.
Definitely hang on to that.
Hyperspace and hyperspace foil.
Oh, I have one of those too. How exciting!
Also, Luthen Rail hyperspace. What do you think about Luthen? I mean,
I think Luthen's got.
I feel like he has a chance to be
potential.
pretty decent. But...
Yeah, Republic Warwalkers, some nice art in hyperspace.
I mean, the 2/7 is like not bad as a 5 deploy.
No. No, you definitely want to be doing. You definitely want to be crashing a lot to make the most of him. So that can be a little tricky, I think.
Yeah.
Emissaries from Ryloth is an interesting one. There's another plot card in Masameda that I'm sure. I already have a Vice Admiral Rampart and a Masameda, so hopefully getting some official love in here. Another The Wrong Ride. Oh wow, very heavy villainy pack there as we get a copy of the Elite Squad, which is very highly priced.
Speaking of Wrong Ride.
There you go. Nice one in hyperspace there. I really want the Elite Squad to be good, but I just don't think it's going to be, just because it's such a high price point at 8.
8's a lot to pay.
But a 6/8 grit that can continue to do damage to your opponents is something that can be pretty spicy, I think.
Yeah.
Hyperfoil Retaliation.
This is Exiled from the Force.
Oh, that's a nice looking one. That's a nice art on that one.
It is nice. Probably doesn't see any play.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Speaking of Luthen Rail, we seem to be getting complimentary leaders here. How do you feel about the amount of restore in this set as we pull in Alderaanian Envoys? It's restore 3.
Listen, as someone who's been a Rey truther since set 2, you already know my answer to that question.
Yeah, I really do.
No problem with it.
And I don't like it. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Ooh, this is a pretty hyperspace right there. The Defense Fleet X-Wing.
Yeah, it is. If only that card was better.
I mean, yeah, once Conquer Dons rotate, it's like...
That's true. That's true. It's almost a more fair Conquer Dawn. I really like the Cantwell Arrestor Cruiser. I think that one could be
that card, is that the one that
game.
Doesn't allow something to ready?
While the unit's in play, yeah. Yeah, pretty
That's
nasty.
a good card. I like that card.
Be in the Senate. Oh, there's a Newt Gunray. Okay. I think Newt Gunray could have some play. 3/4 grid on 3 with the ability to detract attention away from it.
It's not a bad stat line for
No.
Chewie.
No.
Speaking of grit, Lobot, I think.
Lobot, I think, is going to have...
Lobot and Kazuda back to back. Like,
that's pretty solid.
Decent units for sure. Oh, there's a Darth Trey legendary.
Oh, very excited to see that. We're going to have some talks about that later on.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and set that to one side just to keep the legendaries out of the mix.
Oh, okay.
We can put it here if you want.
Combine it in your pile.
All right.
That's fine.
Maybe we draft these as we're building decks or something, but you can also put that over here if you wanted to.
That's all right. You seem to have a pile going already.
Yeah. All right, so we're continuing. Always on the hunt for showcases, obviously. Oh, there's another Mon Mothma.
Did Ramiro, one of my Well, she's not really a sleeper.
Not really. I wouldn't call it a sleeper. Yeah.
But I do think she'll be one of the better leaders in the set.
The first of our Roll-On Gaming exclusive spoilers, a Rotunda Senate Guards. Pretty excited about that.
Not a terrible card.
That's not horrible. Unveiled Might is one that might be a little overcosted, but in the right deck,
Yeah.
I feel like can do some serious work.
Going back to the Sentinel though, couple of 4/5 Sentinels in this set because that one and Typho I think is really strong as for Hero Green.
Typho is incredibly strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll not be disappointed to see him.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of Warrior of Clan Ordo. So excited to see one of those in my
Good turn
pile
one
here.
unit for sure.
Absolutely. And definitely one you want to disclose. Hey, look, they reprinted Rebel Pathfinder. How about that?
Oh yeah.
Marva Andor, Taylander Shuttle, and Hyperspace Kazuda, which is nice. And we've got our third legendary of the box, which is Kylo's Command Shuttle.
I like Kyle's Command Shuttle.
Do you? Well, I hope you're right about it, because it does seem to fit a very specific niche.
This is fun. Dedra leader and unit in the same pack.
Oh, how about that?
Not that Dedra unit's going to be that great, but
I secretly feel like Elia Kane, or Elia Kane, however you say it, could have some play in a world where there's a lot of plot going around.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe as a sideboard card, in the same way Scanning Officer has been in some sideboards. Maybe Elliot Kane.
What was your rare in that pack, Libertine?
Libertine.
All right. Obviously a tougher one to play in a limited environment, but you never know.
Yeah.
There's a Cassian. Cassian is going to be a really interesting leader.
You think so?
I think so. I think it's a nice hyperspace spot. I think Cassian is going to, really challenge the deck builder to come up with a convincing way to keep it alive for as long as possible. It's a Jade Squadron Patrol. I don't know how good this card is, but I really like the art on this budget scheming. It's got Krennic, Thrawn, and Tarkin talking to Palpatine there. Looks really good in hyperspace.
Naturally, you would like that one.
I mean, naturally, Coalition.
Here is one of the better uncommons in the set, Bail Organa.
Well, yeah, Bail is definitely going to be seeing a ton of play.
So much play.
Got some spice.
So much play. There's a hyperspace moss in there.
Oh, there you go. Some more officials.
And a Karis. Karis Nemec.
Karis Nemec's a really strong 2-drop.
Mm-hmm. Red Hero. Units there.
Great. My rare in the pack was a Stolen Starpath unit, which is interesting. As long as you can look at a hand, you're at least getting a spy token out of it on attack, which could be something worthwhile. There's a Slime War. All right, so now that we're several packs in, I gotta start thinking about what it is I want to build here, because I've just been so focused on actually opening the cards and not really paying a ton of attention to what actually the cards are doing. I can already tell I like what I've got going on in red. Whether that's hero or villain, I'm not sure, but I've already pulled 2 Valiant Commandos, a Warrior of Clan Ordo, a Kazuda. So there's definitely some stuff in there that I like. But, I don't have a ton of heroism spread out over the course of my cards so far. I definitely have more villainy. As I say that, and there's a Hyperspace High Command Counselor sitting there. There's another Warrior of Clan Ordo. Okay, so red's looking really good. Let's Call It War could be a fun card if you have the initiative. Again, in a Cassian deck, potentially. 3 damage to a unit and 2 to another.
Agreed.
Oh,
There's a Darth Nihilist legendary.
Oh, we love to see that. You're pulling all the Sith legendaries that I want, which is incredible.
And a Hyperfoil Marva Andor, which is definitely a pretty good card for a Rebel themed deck. It's like having a 3/4 and a Metal Ceremony combined.
Absolutely.
I'll give you this one.
Okay. What do you think about these charged cards? I got 2 back-to-back, Charged with Corruption and Charged with Espionage, where you have to disclose double aspect, essentially, in order to get an effect. But, they're pretty decent effects. Like this one lets you discard a unit and look in an opponent's hand. This one's a capture mechanic, so it's not as good, but we have the blue one that lets you defeat a damage unit, the red one that lets you deal 5 damage for 3. What do you think about those?
I think they could potentially have a place, but again, the two disclosing the two of the same aspect is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
So you're not always going to get that effect.
Yeah, a little tricky. There's a Leia Organa. I gotta be honest, I don't know about Leia Organa. I don't know how effective that mechanic's going to be, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, paying 1 to give an experience is on rate. So
I was going to say, you opened a Leia last time.
I did. Yes.
Armor of Fortune is another plot card. I think, honestly, with the exception of Sneaking Suspicion, I think the upgrade plots are going to be really effective. Between Unveiled Might, Sudden Ferocity, and then Armor of Fortune, I think you can find a place for all 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Sneaking Suspicion. It's 2 for a 1/1. I guess if you need it in yellow, it's fine, but...
I've been throwing Armor of Fortune in
Another
with
Unveiled
my...
Might.
Oh, yeah. I've been putting Armor of Fortune in Rey.
Yep.
And I've been liking it a lot, because part of Rey's problem is deploying with 6 health. And if you can throw 3 extra health on her on flip, sometimes that can make a difference in keeping her alive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the same go. I've been playing a lot of Maul, and I haven't Darth Maul, that is, and I haven't spent a ton of time building around. But having Darth Maul be a 5/9 instead of a 5/6 feels a lot more effective.
That's what I mean. Like, giving that extra health when the health of your leader is kind of your weakness is definitely makes the card attractive.
Yeah.
But speaking of Rey, this is probably one of the best cards that she got in this set, Populist Advisor.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Super strong, because she can pump it on turn 1, and then give it a 5 booty, and it's going to take hits for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really, really good with her.
I believe that was one of Ryback Stun's exclusive spoilers, so shout out to Ryback for that. I kind of like, speaking of Populist Advisor, I kind of like Hondo Onaka as a plot in Cad Bane. Because it's an underworld, so you can immediately do the 2 damage with Cad's ability, and now you're giving him raid 3 instead of raid 2.
Yeah, it's pretty good with Cad.
I mean, you're essentially spending your whole round's worth of resources, which is unfortunate, but...
Oh, there's a waste of a hyperfoil slot.
Oh, that's unfortunate. ISB agent. There's Jar Jar. We'd love to see a Jar Jar. And then General Grievous is my rare.
Jar Jar feels like he's going to be in some decks.
Jar Jar feels like he's definitely going to be in some decks. Speaking of a waste of a hyperfoil, it's an Inspiring Senator. Rough. But that's okay. It all goes toward the master set that I may or may not be making. I'm not.
I was going to say, this is news to me.
I had my fill of master sets with Sparker Rebellion, and that was really, really fun, and I never want to do it again. There's another Luthen. Getting a lot of heroism leaders, which I don't love to see. Especially because I have so many villain cards. I have 2 FN Trooper Corps in this pile, which I think is a decent plot.
Green villain staple
Yeah,
right there.
Imperial Dark Trooper. There it is. A lot of green. Pretty hefty neutral green stack going here. So, kind of like this Beloved Order to just create a spy token on 3 as a 2/3. It's just adding stats to the board.
Yeah, I'm thinking limited.
How do you feel about Mon Mothma?
I think she probably fills in for Luke after rotation. I mean, I'm not sure where Blue Hero is going to be after rotation without Luke.
Yeah, thank goodness.
This card's going to potentially see some
Oppression breeds rebellion. Yeah, drawing 3
Drawing
cards for 3
is
not horrible.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's there. And then Boba 4's new favorite card.
Yeah. Top of the Summit's going to be everywhere. Also, I think. Again, really strong plot cards that we're getting some of. Pilot Vader's going to love this rare. Evil is everywhere.
What does that one do again?
That's the one where you defeat a unit that costs equal to or less than the number of villainy aspect icons among friendly units.
Oh.
So it's a lot of tokens.
A lot of tokens.
Yeah.
But, situational removal as rotation happens.
Yeah.
Those cards are going to get more interesting.
So 3 packs left each. We're still looking
What do
for...
we have, 4 legendaries?
We are at 4.
Oh, here's your favorite leader of the set.
There it is, Sabe. I do think Sabe is going to be great. Again, another heroism leader. I'm really going to have to start getting some heroism cards because I'm not getting a ton of villainy leaders. Matter of fact, let me just put this down and see how many villainy leaders I actually have in here. Hero. There's Slymore and Jabba. Okay, so blue and yellow. I could really use someone green.
A-Wing's going to probably see some play in space decks.
Speaking of Vader, sure.
Vader and Han 4 and some of those other spam low cost.
You know, this Raxian Assembly is a 5-cost 6/5 vanilla, but this can come out turn 2 in Dooku. And I think that's something that's not insignificant. As a 6/5 on 3 resources, that feels pretty disgusting. Duchess Investigators Hyperspace is a nice one. Again, more villainy cards and no villainy leaders, which could bite me in the butt a little bit, but I guess we'll see. Speaking of restore, the Coronet, very scary card in the right deck, just giving every other friendly unit restore 1. There's no Cinta, but there's Vel. I like Crosshair a lot. Oh, very nice. There's a Director Krennic Legendary.
Oh, perfect for you.
This is a great box. We already love this box. We've got 2 Sith and Director Krennic. We love to see it. What do you think about Arrest? A slightly miscut Arrest at that. But what do you think about bases capturing units for a round?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to see bases sort of get in the game.
Yeah.
And
what do you mean Tarkin Town wasn't enough for you?
Besides the epic actions that you can take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good.
There's a villainy leader.
Design space.
Dryden Voss.
Okay. Yeah,
Dryden Voss is one that could be potentially pretty scary, just giving a lot of ambush out.
Yes. Agreed.
Here's your playmat with Thunderous Applause. Shout out to Fantasy Flight for the playmats as well. They sent us a bunch of goodies that we are very grateful for. I love you, Jack. Anyway, Sith Assassin is one that I like. 3/2 hidden.
I like this Strike Force X-Wing a lot, but I think it's just a little overcosted at 4.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good card, but for only a 3/2 body, it's a little tough.
Yeah, I think so too. Speaking of overcosted, Corellian Hounds is a scary one. Speaking of slightly overcosted plot cards, Lurking Snub Fighter is one that could fall into that category. 3/2/3 that exhausts a unit. I like that there's no restriction on the unit that it exhausts, though. So maybe it's not overcosted. Yeah. And there's another Strike Force X-Wing. Garinden in the house. Okay. Okay, so it's looking like with this spread that I'm probably going to try to find something with Dryden Voss, although Mita Bonteri is one that is going to see a lot of play also.
Sith keep hitting. Look at this, Darth Scion.
Oh my goodness. What a victory. All 3 Sith. Incredible.
You got them all.
Incredible. Speaking of big ambush, Shadow Crawler. That's one that I don't mind that one at all. 6/7 ambush for 7. I don't mind it. I do mind an Exiled from the Force. All right, so last pack. Let's see if there's a showcase hiding in these last 2 packs. There isn't one for me. There might be one for you.
No, none for me.
That's all right. This box has already far exceeded expectations.
I feel like we got some good legendaries.
I feel like that as well. There's another Jot of the Hutt. So it's very obvious that I'm going to be playing Villainy, and I'll make sure that it is crazy that of the 3 legendaries you pulled all 3
All three Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they're all yours.
And they're all gonna and you're gonna play heroism. So
right.
That's hilarious.
So that's okay. That's all right.
We're just adding more villainy to the pile. Unfortunately, the hyperspace is a reprint. Death Trooper, Lone Shark, Labor. So again, Sudden Ferocity, plot card that could really see some play. I really like that in Dedra as well. Aggressive Negotiation. Speaking of Dedra cards, this pile could be really good for your Dedra. I wish I had a Dedra over here, but I don't.
I know, I have 2 of them.
E2 Emo. Faith in Your Friends is going to be really scary in a Padme deck.
Faith in Your Friends is going to, I think, show up a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a Valorum and a Chairman Papanoida.
Papanoida. All right. Wow.
In the same.
Okay. A little double green.
Double aspect.
Double rare.
Double aspect to finish it off.
Yeah. My rare was Luthen's Hallcraft, which is another heroism card.
Good card.
And then Bravo Squadron Fighter. All right. So, interestingly enough, no no variant legendaries, but a spread of 6 legendaries that I think anybody would be happy with. Between all 3 Sith, Kylo's Command Shuttle, Director Krennic, and Nemec's Manifesto. So pretty excited about that. We're going to divide this up and see what we can't do with making some decks. But that's been a box of Secrets of Power. All right, we are back with our 50 card decks that we have built out of 12 packs per person. So let's go ahead and cut up here, and that's my deck. I'm not going to cut that. I don't know what I'm doing. Corwin, how hard was it or easy was it to build the deck out of 12 packs?
I mean, wasn't that easy getting up to 50. 30 would have been fine.
Yeah.
50 was a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Trying not to go out of aspects and everything. Oh yeah, we got to.
Now it is funny that you say that. Yeah. Red or blue for your
I'll take
initiative?
red.
Let's take red. Okay. We'll roll the chance cube, and it is red. Would you like to start with initiative?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, go ahead and start with initiative. Then it's already on your side. I was actually cutting down. I had too many cards, but that's also because I'm probably overly optimistic. So why did you choose Luthen and a yellow base?
I mean, it's kind of what fit the pool I opened, and Luthen's a leader that intrigues me in this set a little bit. I like his stat line, even though he's only a 2 power when he flips.
Yeah, let's go back.
I like his stat line. I think his ability could be a little bit sneaky. I'm just really curious about him more than anything.
Sure.
Yellow, red, yellow hero tends to be a little bit more aggressive, so
yeah,
that's why I went that way.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mulligan because of what I think is probably going to be part of the trickiness of a Dryden Voss deck, and that is whether or not you can stack enough high-cost units in your deck to use his ability, and also have a round 1 play. So there, I did not have a round 1 play. I didn't even have a round 2 play. So we sent it back, and we'll see what happens here, because I have to keep this hand regardless. But Dryden's ability is one that I think is it could be potentially impactful, just giving a lot of things in your deck. Ambush. I don't have a ton of card draw in this deck, so I'm curious to see how often I'm going to be using his ability, and who knows, I might not even make it to his deploy, which would be a little bit scary. All right, so this I'll keep.
I think in a more limited format, he'll probably end up getting a 7.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Although I think Luthen potentially could be a little aggressive. We'll see.
So we'll put that in the resource row, and we'll put this in the resource row and see where we get. All right. Well, you have initiative, so take it away.
I do. All right, so let's bring out a Bravo Squadron fighter to start space.
Oh, how about that? That seems exciting. Well, that sort of tips my hand to play a diplomatic envoy. I will not disclose, and that'll be that.
I'll take initiative.
I will pass. So I've already foiled you in the sense that you cannot die and deal damage to my base with Luthen's ability. So, haha.
I cannot die. Very true. Very true.
All right, so let's figure out what we want. Oh, that's actually probably better to go in there. Okay, cool. All right. Have at it.
Have at it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take out your ship there.
Okay, my ship has been defeated, and you're gonna take 2. I'm gonna go ahead and do the trickiest thing possible, which is pass.
Yeah. You're waiting for me to play something you can ambush. All right, here's a Marva Andor for you. How about that?
Okay. Well, I will not ambush your Marva Andor, but I will spend 2 resources and play Contempt for Culture, which deals 2 damage to a non-vehicle unit, and I create a spy token.
Okay, so
Because I'm the first spy token out, I'm going to use the hyperspace version.
you should do that. Okay, I'll take initiative.
I will pass. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, Luthen deploys on 5 resources?
Correct.
Okay, good to know.
All right. Oh, you know what? There's a reason why I didn't do that. Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't do that. Sorry, we're gonna go with this one instead.
Okay, fair enough. I'll just take your word for the fact that you aren't cheating, which is fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna just right off the rip play the Strike Force X-Wing here.
Sure.
And deal 2 damage to your ready unit.
And my spy token is sadly defeated. Now that is a rebel.
It is a rebel.
So unfortunately, Marva Andor is now online where it wasn't previously.
Correct, which is why I switched my resources.
Well, that's sad to see. All right, so in that case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play a Vice Admiral Rampart.
No ambush?
No ambush. The fact that neither of us have dealt damage to the other's base is actually working in my favor right now, so I'm pretty happy about
that. That's true. That is true. Yeah, interesting. Definitely interesting. So I think I'll hit your base for 2.
Sure. Throw on some handy dandy giant tokens. I am out of resources, so I'll go ahead and grab the initiative.
Rampart on attack, you may disclose green, green, black. If you do, give an experience token to each of up to 2 other units.
Other units.
Got it.
You have the initiative.
You, of course, yeah.
Thank you. I just mostly want to touch it because we're flexing the planetary qualifier slot here that I didn't win, but somebody did. Somebody at this table did.
All right. So let's crash Marva into Rampart.
Sure. I'll take 3 damage, and then you will do a damage to my base.
I'll do a damage to your base, then I'll buff up my X-Wing.
Sure.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. Interesting, interesting. That's very sad. Okay. Well, I am in a bad spot in terms of being able to disclose the cards that I want to disclose. So, tricky. Yeah, very tricky. We're going to go ahead and kill the dream there. Let's see what we can get. All right, so I am just going to deal 3 damage to your base.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, let's try this on for size. I will deploy Luthen, and I will play the wrong ride for 3 and exhaust 2 of your resources.
Well, that's just rude, now, isn't it? All right. Well, since you did that, I am going to take the initiative. That's just rude.
That's pretty rude. Okay, so then I'll spend 2 for Bail Organa, and then this will be 4 plus 2, 6 to your base.
And 2 more.
And 2 more from Luthen is 8.
So that would be 11 to my base, and I am in trouble.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting.
Oh, I was supposed to replace. I forgot to do that.
You should do that.
I don't know how you want to handle that. I know which card was next on top of my deck, if you trust me.
I do trust you.
Okay.
I wouldn't be doing a podcast with you if I didn't trust you.
All right, so we'll do that one.
Yeah.
Which means that I draw 1 more.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll still do that. Okay. I'm rusty.
Yeah, rusty indeed.
I haven't played in person in probably, I don't know, it's probably been like 6 weeks, something like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's figure out something to do here. Gosh. All right, we are going to finally use Dryden's ability.
All right.
I think. Yes, we're going to use Dryden's ability. We are going to discard a Darth Nihilus.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
I'd like to see that come into play.
And then pay 5 resources for Nalise.
Okay.
So Nalise is going to ambush into Bail Organa.
Okay, fails
On
to defeat.
attack, I'm going to disclose 2 cards in my hand for blue. And that's going to allow me to heal up to 4 damage from another unit. From among other units. So I'm going to heal all my damage for placing
Yeah,
them
that
around.
seems good. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. Okay. Well, you only have 1 up,
That is true. I do.
so. Alrighty then. I will hit your base for 4.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to turn this into a 5. Put this back in the wrong place. I'm going to attack Luthen for 3 damage, and I will not disclose. I will take 2 back.
2 back. Alright. I'll spend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and play Kazuda.
Sure. I will take the initiative.
And then I'll spend 2 more and put a contraband Starhopper out here.
That's a lot of space.
Hit your base for 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about Luthen.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 more to base.
Okay. I
Just
am
keep
at
the pressure on.
19. Speaking
then
of pressure.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Dryden's coming out this turn, so.
Trident is, in fact, coming out this turn. That does me no good. Actually, that does me some good.
That's right. I'm not going to resource this turn.
Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay. Alrighty then. How do I want to do this? Oh, that's 2 damage from Luthen, which I don't love. Okay. So let's deploy Dryden Voss. And out of self-preservation, I'm going to show you the card that I'm going to plot, which is Dogmatic Shock Squad.
Okay.
And I'm going to pay for it. So that's 5 and the 1 is 6.
And then you're not going to make the same mistake I did. Replace it.
Yes, I'm going to replace it.
Okay. That seems good.
So that is a Sentinel. He's a 4/6 Sentinel.
And do 5/7 overwhelm.
Yes.
Discard a card from your hand. Okay, so it's the same.
It's the same thing,
ability.
except it's not limited on what I discard.
Yeah, which is wild.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So I'll take out your Sentinel with Kazuda
Sure.
and take 4 back.
Yep. Yep, that seems good. I am going to attack into your... no, I don't think I can do that. It's unfortunate. I basically have to kill Luthen here, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack into Luthen with Dryden.
Mm-hmm. So you overwhelm 1?
I overwhelm 1. Take 2 back.
Okay.
And yeah.
I'll hit you for 4.
Uh-huh. So this becomes another 10. 23. I'm going to attack with Vice Admiral Rampart into base.
Okay.
Disclosing green, green, black to give an experience token to both audience.
Nice. And I take 3, so 4 goes to 7.
Correct. For all the good it'll do.
Two more to base.
25. Looking scary. Nalase will attack into Kazuda.
Okay. So take 4.
I'm going to take 4. And that's going to heal these 2 units. Because it's an unattack ability. If I disclose, which I will. Same 2 cards as last time.
Okay. So I gotta do it in space, basically.
Yeah, you sure do, pal.
I'll swing for 2 more.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to take initiative, because that's really all I can do.
Alright, I'll put a Valiant Commando out there.
That's unfortunate.
And then... okay, so then we'll go with the Junior Senator as well. And let's return or defeat. Let's do this. Let's do that one.
Okay. Sure enough.
And then I'll pass.
All right. Oh, that's cheeky. That's very cheeky. It's not going to matter, but it's very cheeky. At least I get to do the fun thing before I die. All right. Are you ready to rumble?
Let's see your cheeky.
Let's see my cheeky. I am going to use Dryden Voss's action.
Mhm.
And I'm going to discard something. Let's call it discard Darth Scion, sadly. I
That
know.
is sad.
And I'm going to pay 8 resources.
Whoa, big boy.
Big boy. So we're going to play the Primor Personnel Carrier and give it Ambush.
Okay.
When played, I can give this unit an experience for each ground unit you control.
Wow.
So that's 3 experience.
So you get a 9/9 ambush.
A 9/9
And overwhelm.
ambush with Overwhelm.
Okay.
And it's the Primor Personnel Carrier is going to ambush into your Strike Force X-Wing.
Yep.
And defeat it and overwhelm for 6.
6. So I go to 13. Oh, I guess I can just flip that one.
And then I lose the game.
Well, what I just need.
You just need 3 damage.
Yeah, so I can do the. I can swing here, but then if I defeat him, I could do 3 more and then 1 more. So he can basically do 7 with him.
That is true.
But not necessary for this game.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well played. That is our first game ever of Secrets of Power. Dryden, as previously predicted, was a little hard to get churning. Maybe not the best limited leader, but potentially something down the line. When I got to use its ability, it did feel pretty great. But that was few and far between, unfortunately. How did Luthen feel?
I didn't really get to trigger him that much.
No, you didn't.
I think
you spent all your time in space not running into my stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a constructed scenario or premiere scenario, I don't know. I mean, this guy's obviously going to be pretty decent with him.
Absolutely.
But, see what other tools he has. See what kind of when defeated combos could potentially pull off with that too.
Excellent. Well, congrats on your win. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed some gameplay here, and we'll see you next time.